and I still enjoy the ride. I still enjoy taking it out, but hey everyone, and welcome back on the channel. Today is something different and something we may continue. That depends on you, whether you enjoy or not this video. So please watch it until the end if you can, and let me know in the comments what were your thoughts. Is it useful or not? Many channels out there, many reviewers review shoes after a couple rounds and then do a final review. Some of them just do one review, and in my case, I most of the time review shoes after 2 to 5 rounds. It really depends. But then I don't really give you, an update on how I use the shoe. Was it a disappointment in the end, or did I enjoy it more than I, communicated to you during my video review? So this is the idea of this video, maybe series if you decide so. We can call it trends, or I think trends is a good way, or updates, whatever the name may be. You can suggest in the comments if you want. So I grabbed 4 pairs of shoes, and some of them were actually I was pleasantly surprised with them after 100 kilometers, 200 kilometers, and some of them were disappointing, whereas my initial review was good for them, and in the end I'm just not a big fan. Including one that I think will be very controversial, so stay tuned for this one. Let's begin with the first shoe, Adidas Prime X, the monster, whatever you may want to call it, 15 millimeters of stack height in the heel. I liked it during my first rounds. I thought it was very different, very unique, something quite rockered, and I must admit I had good sensations. Now this shoe grew on me. It really, it really went from it's okay, it's fine, it's nice, to a shoe that I actually really enjoy running in. I surprised myself taking this shoe out even for longer sessions, up-tempo work. I don't think it's okay for intervals, and I'm not taking it out for intervals, but for tempo work, it's actually a nice shoe. Now, big caveat to that, I'm running with this shoe solely on the canal, where you see the drone footage sometimes. So it's straight, no corners, and I would not take this shoe on anything else than my canal runs, because cornering is a nightmare in this shoe. So straight runs, I think treadmill could work. I didn't take this shoe on the treadmill yet. I may do it just to see how it feels, but I think it would work nicely. The rocker is very pleasant, and it works for my midfoot, forefoot strike. So I think that this is a good surprise. And I know it's controversial. This is not the debate. I'm just saying that it grew on me, and I like it more than I expected. Second shoe is the Nike Zoom X Invincible. This is a shoe with which I have very mixed feelings. I enjoy the ride, and it has something unique, something very distinct. Remember my first gut reactions with this shoe. It was one of the first videos on the channel actually. It was something I never experienced before, and for that reason I was really stunned, and my pleasure running with this shoe was actually quite immense, quite high at least. Now I think this shoe is a bit dangerous. I said it in my sort of second video with this shoe. It forces you to go at higher speeds than you would like to. I'm pronating quite a lot. I have some medial collapsing with this shoe, and I still enjoy the ride. I still enjoy taking it out, but yeah, it's not as much as I thought it would be. My first impression review could have indicated that this would be my daily trainer of the year. It's not. And I like it, but I never take it for more than 6-8 kilometers, because more than that I just feel tired, and I just feel that medial collapsing is bad for me. So I just want to stay on the safe side, and this is the reason I'm not taking this shoe for longer distances. Yeah, it's not a letdown, it's not a disappointment, but it's not the big crush I expected to keep on having with this shoe. So this is for the Nike Zoom X Invincible. Third shoe in today's video, Asics Metaspeed Sky. And this is a bit the same as the Zoom X Invincible. I really like this shoe. I really like the ride. I really like the fact, it's one of those very aggressive carbon-plated shoes, but it has some drawbacks. Let me explain. This shoe works for me at very high paces, like 5K and below, or above, depending on how you see it. So I'm taking this shoe for intervals like 400 meters, 600 meters, 800 meters reps, where I'm running at, like 3 minutes per kilometers, 3:10, that ballpark. Above that, like my 10K pace, half marathon pace, the shoe feels stiffer and not uncomfortable, but nothing very pleasant either. It's a very demanding ride. That's what I'm trying to say here. It's a very demanding ride, and unless you can really push hard on your toe-off phase and you can really use that plate, it's one of the stiffer, harder plates I have tested, I think. So it's enjoyable for intervals, but as soon as I have longer sessions with, for instance, longer rests between the sets or between the intervals, it's becoming hard to like it. So, those shorter sessions like 10 times 400 with 200 rests in between, it's okay. But 1K reps, I'm not taking it out. And yeah, so pleasant shoe. I'm still very much looking forward to trying the Edge, but impossible to put my hands on it. But that's another debate. So yeah, pleasant shoe, pleasant ride. It's a shoe that I like taking out, and I do take it out quite often. It has more than 100 kilometers, which is a lot for me and for carbon-plated shoes, which I don't use that often in my rotation. But still, it's a demanding shoe. And last but not least, the New Balance Rebel V2. And now I know this is gonna be very controversial, and I'm ready to go there. I know in the comments there will be some debates. I'm fine with that, and I'm happy to read of all the opinions. Sorry, it's quite dirty. I took it out a couple days ago in the rain, in the mud. And this was a bit with this video in mind. This is my, I think, biggest disappointment in the 4 shoes I presented. And overall this year, I know it's a very popular shoe. I think I can understand why. It just doesn't work for me at all. It's too plush, too much energy consuming. I feel like I'm really wasting my energy with this shoe. I feel like my stride is inefficient, and yeah, it's like I'm sinking in that shoe. I'm going deep in that foam, and I don't get anything in return. So yeah, just big disappointment. I'm not using it as much as I should. It looks dirty, but I'm really not taking it out that often. I took it out quite a lot in like maybe April, May, and then it stayed in the box for 2-3 months. I took it out again, and 2 days ago again. I don't think it even has more than 150 kilometers on it, so it's not that much for a daily trainer, but I'm just struggling with it. So if you can relate to any of my trends, any of my feelings, let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, like it. We can certainly increase the number of likes on the videos. If you can help to do that, that would be amazing. You can subscribe to the channel if you aren't a subscriber yet. In any event, thanks for watching, thanks for sharing your comments, and enjoy your run today. Enjoy your ride, go beyond your limits, and take care, guys. Bye-bye.